Episode 22 of Building the Box podcast. I am filming this on a Wednesday evening. Tomorrow I'm off from about midday through to Monday. It's my birthday. So last week, funny enough, I was talking about how I joined the Venice Entrepreneurs Club, I think it's called. It's like an e-commerce club for like European people. It's not even set in Venice. It's like basically just full of Amsterdam and Irish and English. But anyway, this week I'm actually going to Venice for my birthday. So that should be fun. I've never been to Venice before, but I'm a big fan of Italy. Previously I've been to Florence and Sicily, and I really love both of them. Been to Milan and Rome. I wasn't a huge fan of them, but I think Venice should be more like Florence, hopefully, and I'll enjoy it. I'm excited for that. You never know, maybe we end up setting up in Italy and scaling our operation out there. I don't think we've got any competitors in the Italian market, and they certainly love football. I'm going to sample some of the local culture and go to a Venezia game on the Saturday, so that will be good. They are in Serie B, I think, and their stadium's in this beautiful location. It's right by the sea, so that will be nice. Anyway, this week, today in fact, I posted out on LinkedIn about how I bought 50 machines, and I talked about that last week, 50 claw machines, and the feedback from it has been amazing. So I think it's got over 200 likes on LinkedIn. I've had a ton of messages. As a result, I've been offered, let's say, between 5 and 10 different places. And it's a bit overwhelming because Ross, who I've hired to take sales, he hasn't actually joined the company yet. He joins next month. So I'm kind of having to like maintain these conversations until he joins. And I don't really have more capacity as it is. But yeah, just great feedback. Really another benefit of posting on LinkedIn is that you get these openings. From our side, it's an investment. It's an investment in my time. It's an investment to Aaron's time, but it pays off. Hopefully we'll get them in places. I was running the numbers in some of them and it was really good. They have really high footfall. Those machines won't arrive until about April time though, is the only thing. So we can get placements, but we can't actually have them in places and earning money. But another thing I was thinking this week, I had a call tail end of last week with someone and they were like, you just need to gun it for America because of the World Cup this year. I was like, you're right. I thought, could we get our machines to America? So basically, I think what we'll do is we'll test it from a couple of ads. We'll build out like a landing page, create a few ads, and then be like, do you want this in your mall? See if we get people inbound us on it, like sign up, give us their email, and we like see if we can try and theoretically close them. I mean, this would be a really quick turnaround, so we'd have to have that live by like mid-February. But if people said like yes, then we could in theory just order like 50 machines again and ship them to America this time, and then just individually dispense them to each location, set up our stock and operations out there, because like it's never going to be as easy as it is right now to get like football stuff in for the World Cup. It's another like challenge, but we could do it. Why not take full advantage of the year it is? So that's another thing on my mind with the claw machines. It's really a whole new business. I was walking on my way to lunch today and I was thinking, like, do you have to like actually hire someone who's like managing director of machines down the line? And maybe because it is so different, it's such a different model, but then it's so integrated as well into our other business, you know, like the creatives come from our creative department, the fulfillment comes from our fulfillment department. So it is fully integrated into e-commerce. It's just how you market it and sell it is so different. That's all things for me to think about. I was catching up with my friend yesterday. We were having orange juice, actually, no coffee. It's a switch up from normally we would have like a pint after a long day. He co-owns a business with his friend. They've been killing it this year. I've been able to provide some guidance on like media buying. They've done really well and they're now in a position where they've been offered a huge payout. From what I know, they're going to turn it down. I'm pretty inspired by that. It's pretty ballsy by them, I think. They're basically like, it's a couple of million payout and they've just gone, you know what, F that, we're going to go again and we're going to go harder. And so I think they'll do another raise, which is really cool. They'll raise big money, but they won't get the payout individually. They'll go and put it all in spending to acquire more customers and basically building up that MRR. It's pretty inspiring. And when I'm speaking to them, they're like, why don't you raise? And I'm like, yeah, I could, but it just takes so much time and that's scary to me. Like spending time on something that's not really certain. Like I'm sure we could raise money. It's just time and it's not like a compelling reason. Like we're not desperate for the cash. We're not like dying for it, but it would help. It's an interesting thought process. And my one fear is like, now they don't have this, but if you sell a percentage to somebody or multiple people, is that then they can influence your decision making in a negative way. Because as being the only shareholder, the thing I like most is, although I do everything for the team, no one constrains my ideas ultimately. I come up with tons of ideas and largely the team encourages them. And sometimes an investor could be like, no, just focus on this idea. Don't run away with the other one, which scares me because like I'm building this company to be long term, really huge. So I do have that long term vision. I really like those ideas. Like if I couldn't do those ideas, I wouldn't enjoy it. It's just inspired going back to them by like people's courage to just belief in themselves, believe that in the long run they'll make tens of millions instead of just millions. One thing I'm kind of scared of at the minute is because I've been doing this YouTube and I've been doing the Spotify, which hasn't like flown off, but I didn't want it to, and that wasn't the reason why I've done it. But also the LinkedIn is that you get presented with a lot of new opportunities, and that was the reason why I did this, to get a lot of new opportunities. But you have to filter through them because sometimes it feels overwhelming, like you get offered everything and you really have to smell whether it's a good opportunity or a bad one. And I don't really have a great system set up for that. And maybe I need to build out some like basic ICE test, you know, like impact, ease, confidence for every idea that I get presented with, because I'm getting quite a few at the minute. If it scores lowly, then just kick it into the long grass. I do feel a bit overloaded with stuff at the minute. I guess that's on me now to push Erin, my assistant, to take on more and to kind of protect me from all the new wonderful ideas you get presented with. But listen, I'm complaining about it, but it's a blessing of the position I've put myself in. Hopefully it increases, because at the same time, all these new opportunities are really beneficial to our company. We just have to be able to decide which ones are good and which ones are bad. I am also meant to be going down to see Johnny Sexton tomorrow night. And this is a bit of bad news. So basically, we became a member of Sporting Club Ireland. We agreed to join it because it's a really cool project. And they said to us, listen, you can supply your jersey, give it to Johnny Sexton, get a photo with him with it. And I was like, class, brilliant. So we've actually spent this week, like we sped around making actual specific rugby boxes, got more jerseys. We ordered a lot of stock, with the hope that, you know, presenting this to Johnny would be cool. And then I got the phone call earlier today basically saying Johnny's got it in his contract, presume because he's Adidas, that he can't be seen with any other, you know, clothing company. And it was heartbreaking. We've put that on ice for now. We've got a few more projects with like influencers down the line, but it was gut wrenching like hearing that, because we put a good bit of effort into it, and I'm still going down to speak to him. Like even on my personal side, I've like invested 6 hours of my life into his autobiography to try and understand more about the fella, because I thought I'd be like giving him one of our products, but it seems not. I might be getting a photo with him. Don't know what use a photo is. It actually is in the wind now I'm talking about it. It wasn't too bad earlier, but now I'm talking about it, it's pissing me off. And then I want to wrap up a bit about cost saving. One of the easiest costs anyone can get rid of in their e-commerce business is SaaS. I've touched on this before. Our return platform, they were screwing us over and overbilling us. I have caught a new one, not necessarily overbilling us, because they are billing us what's in the contract, realizing that it wasn't actually commercially cool. So our subscription provider was billing us. They are a really good subscription provider, but there's another one who does the exact same job, if not better, and they are cheaper. So I said this to our subscription provider. I was like, listen, I'm out of here. And so they sent me across a contract to sign. So I've signed that, and basically I can't disclose the new price offer they're going to make me. But it'll be interesting to see. So they're going to make me a new offer and I'll weigh it up. Like it would have to be actually really cheaper than the team I'm thinking about going to, Loop, because Loop's product is pretty much superior to scale, although there is some like transfer costs, like cost in having to move all our subscribers from one platform to another is people's time. That's also a worry. Subscription rebills were costing us like 3 times price of the website, which is crazy. How can just rebilling payments cost you that much? I don't know. That's what we've been working on this week with a retention person, Scott, joining us till end of this month. That will be really good. If we've saved costs there, because it's going to be, I think the money we'll save will be like a wage a month. So that means, you know, we can reinvest that into more people, or we can just pocket it and put it into acquiring more customers. But yeah, I would just say if anyone has a subscription provider, check out Loop. Now, I haven't used the product yet, but from what I've seen, the demo looks really good. And the pricing is really, it's the best on the market, though I'm pushing them on it a bit more. And just try and cut costs there, because softwares are mad prices. But anyway, in another life, I will start a subscription software, because you must make unbelievable amounts of it. That's a topic for another day. I am wrapping up for today, and I'll see you next week when I'm back from Venice. I'm rested, and hopefully I'm a bit more crack. Thanks for watching.